Today we're going to take a look at the SuperBox Supreme, and when I tell you this is the top dog of the SuperBox family, El Supremo, El Jefe, this is definitely the box that I'm talking about. Now the SuperBox Supreme is going to allow you to pause live TV, catch up on missed shows. You can have 4 channels displayed on your TV at one time. Think of game day, think of creating your own red zone, think of watching any 4 games at the same time or putting up all of your 4 favorite news channels and really inform yourself about what's going on in the world. The SuperBox Supreme is going to allow you to do that and so much more. Now before we continue on with this video, guys, if you are interested in picking up the SuperBox Supreme here, I really suggest that you use my links because you're going to save a bunch of coin when you use my links, and I'm all about saving you guys a little bit of cash when I can. So check my links down below if you're interested in picking up El Jefe, El Supremo of the SuperBox family. And while you're down there, it'd really be helpful if you subscribe to the channel, or at the very least, if you found something useful, leave a thumbs up or leave a comment if you have any questions about it, or just tell me, hey, I really appreciated this video. That would definitely make me smile. But let's get back to my review. Before we take a look at the actual product, the SuperBox is running Android 12, and while they say it's 8K capable, let's not get ahead of ourselves, guys. I will get into the quality of live programming and whatnot, but according to them, this is 8K capable. Full HD 1080p support, that's 100% for sure, and it does have Wi-Fi 6 in here, so you get 2 transmit and 2 receive radios in there. And for those of you that want to get a little bit more in depth with the processor and whatnot, it's using the all-winner H618 processor, and the GPU is the quad-core Mali G31. Now we'll talk about gaming and whatnot in this video as well, but inside is 4 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage. Now, as I mentioned, you do get Wi-Fi 6 on the SuperBox Supreme here. So here are your two antennas, which honestly I wish they were internal, but hey, it is what it is. Now looking at your ports on the back, there's your DC in. Your IR and AV ports are right there. Here's your HDMI port. You do get a gigabit LAN port as well as your optical audio out port. Now taking a look at the other side, nothing but air vents. And if we switch it over to the other side as well, here's your micro SD card slot, USB 3.0 as well as a USB regular port right here, so you can plug in your favorite keyboard or your mouse or anything like that. And if you use my code down below, they actually are giving you one of these cool little mouse keyboard type of features. So definitely check my link if you're interested in picking it up. And you'd want to plug in that keyboard into that USB 2 port and save that USB 3 port for maybe your multimedia. If you want to add a little bit extra storage, that would be a great place to do it. And it's a metal housing. Nothing really special about the housing on the SuperBox. Taking a look at the remote control, this is a Bluetooth remote control, but in order to turn it on, you actually do need to use that infrared function, and then it becomes a Bluetooth remote after the box is on. So that's a little bit of a quirk that I wanted to let you guys know about. Now it does have all the buttons and functions that you'd want on the remote control. So you have your D-pad. You also do have a mouse function as well. So for those applications that require some sort of input, you do have a mouse function right there. And quite honestly, guys, the rest is pretty much self-explanatory. But let's go ahead, turn on the SuperBox Supreme, and I'm going to show you why this is the ultimate in a TV box. This is going to be the home page of the SuperBox Supreme, and you got a lot of nice little shortcuts that you can deal with, such as a shortcut for your live TV. You also have a shortcut for your video on demand, and I will show you how to set all of this up as well. Here's your Playback shortcut, and then you also do have a fully fledged browser, so you do get a Chrome browser built into the SuperBox Supreme here. Now when it comes to the App Store, there's a couple App Stores available. You do have the unofficial App Store from SuperBox, and if you don't have the App Store upon loading up, there's just a little bit of a secret to get it going. I'll leave a link to that video down in my description below. But from here you can choose all the apps that you want to install onto your brand new Supreme. These apps will take up some space on your hard drive, but with 128 gigs of storage, you can download just about all of them, see which ones you like, install them, and uninstall the ones that you don't. Now just a quick reminder, disclaimer rather, if you're buying the SuperBox to use any official applications like Netflix or Disney Plus, or HBO Go or any of those applications, it's not something I would recommend. They're not really going to work all that well. So don't buy this box and want to install your paid applications onto it. Really just buy this box to save yourself some money when it comes to live TV and whatnot. YouTube is here, of course. We love YouTube. Shout out to you guys that are watching me on YouTube. And this is just a great time to remind you to leave a comment down below if you're interested in this box, you have any questions. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and also just subscribe to the channel as well, as that definitely will help me out. But going back to the app stores, you also have the official Google Play Store. Now, once again, you see all these Paramount Plus, HBO, Sling, you see all of these apps on the top and you say, wow, they're actually really going to work. No, guys, not all of these apps are going to work on the SuperBox. That's just how this game goes. This is not an official Google licensed product. But thankfully, you can download some other applications like Plex if you have your own Plex server. And one of my favorite applications is Kodi, so I definitely recommend that you guys install Kodi onto the SuperBox as well. Another app that I highly recommend to install is going to be NordVPN. NordVPN is going to be able to protect you when using these boxes, and I think it's a great way to get around maybe some ISP that might throttle you when using the TV function. Again, NordVPN is a great service. I can save you guys about 70% with my code down below. And for less than a cup of coffee on a monthly basis, you're just going to have that peace of mind that you need. And you have a whole bunch of different servers that you can connect to. So right now I am connected to New York. Once you've chosen the server, the entire SuperBox is now going to be under the NordVPN umbrella. But now let's check out the SuperBox features because I think you're going to be very happy with it. So once again, if we take a look at all of the applications, there's just about every application that we want. Let's start by looking at the quality of some programming. Now under the live TV folder, I have two applications that I've added. With the Supreme Edition, you do get Platinum Plus, but you can quickly add whatever application you want to this folder just by clicking on that plus icon. But opening up the Platinum Plus application, let's go ahead and check out some of the features. One of the things that I really like is the quality, and most of these channels are going to be 720, some are in 1080. Don't believe the marketing hype. If someone tells you it's 4K, there's just about no channels that are in 4K or higher. But 720 actually looks really good. And you get a channel list which is well organized as well. So it's well organized between different categories like news, events, documentary. I mean, you guys can see all of the categories that you have on the left side there. Now the addition with these SuperBox is you also do get some international channels. But just go ahead and click on that link down below and you'll be able to check out what you want to check out. Again, I think there's a lot of great channels here, but the main thing is the uptime, because what good is a channel service if it doesn't have good uptime? And I'm happy to tell you it's about 97–98% uptime. There's rarely been any instance where this has not played at all. We also do have an EPG guide, and as you can tell, it's not available for every single category, but it does work for mostly Canadian and the US regions, and that's where I am, so I'm pretty happy about that. But there is a way that you can add your own EPG guide. If we go back up here, let's go into settings right here. You can go to EPG and playlist, and then you have a section where you can manage your EPG sources. So if you guys have your own EPG source, this is where you'd want to put it. Again, there's a lot of premium features that come with this new Supreme Edition of the box. Taking a look at all of these functions that we have on the bottom, Catch-up is not really working all that well at the moment. It used to work, but it kind of stopped working with the latest update, so I'm hoping they will bring Catch-up back. But once it is, you'll be able to get a little bit of a rewind when it comes to your TV programming. But you do have another function, another application that's going to give you a couple days worth of programming if you happen to miss it. Now, sports would have been a great addition as well. Sports would have really let you know what sports are playing and what channel you can find it. But as you see, it just kind of cuts out. Every time I open it up, it just force quits the application. So unfortunately, that sports search section is not really working at the moment either. But don't worry, there's a lot of function that still work on the SuperBox Supreme here. Now, if we go to menu, this is just going to bring up that side menu there. And this is where you can change a lot of your settings. So if you just wanted to go to movies really quickly, you can click on that movie section. It's going to bring you to the VOD movies section. And as you can see, there's 81,000 movies available. It also is well organized, so you can see it's organized by year. It's organized by genre as well. So the movie video on demand actually is a very nice feature there. The same goes for TV shows. So if you wanted to click on TV shows, you could go ahead and check out all 8,664 TV shows. And once again, it all is organized, and there is a search function as well. So you can always just find what you want to find very quickly here. But there is a search function, so you can quickly search for programs, channels, movies, or TV shows. So you're never going to really have to spend hours and hours sifting through just trying to find something that you want to find. You can also change that EPG and playlist like I mentioned earlier on. You can also do a few more things there. Let's go ahead and take a look. You can reorganize the groups and channels if you wanted to do that. So if you wanted to change the positions of these and you wanted to put your favorite country up a little bit higher in the list, you could go ahead and do that. So there's a lot of customizations when it comes to the SuperBox Supreme here. Something else I want to show you is a little bit of parental controls. So if you wanted to lock the channel and require a PIN code to access it, you could do that. This again is great for those movie channels if you have young children at home or whatnot. You can quickly add a channel to your favorites list, once again making it super easy to come back to. Now, one of the things that I really like is the ability to pause your program, go get a snack, go get a beverage, come right back and press play, and then it's going to play just as it would. You're not going to lose any time. You're not going to lose any part of your program just because you had to get up and do something. Now, this definitely comes in handy with sports. It definitely comes in handy with movies. And of course, if you're really involved in a program, being able to just pause it is something I actually applaud the SuperBox Supreme for allowing you to do. Now, you can also attach external storage to this if you want to really increase that buffer zone. I'm just using the internal storage because 128 is just about enough for me. I've never really gone over the allotment of 128, even though I've downloaded a bunch of applications. There's also another advanced feature that you can use, and that's called local time shift. So you can go ahead and rewind your program as you watch it. It's going to store it locally onto the SuperBox Supreme here. Now, with the addition of the SuperBox Supreme, one of the things that is excellent is we now have the ability to record a program. So you can record live programming, and you will see you have that button right on the top that says live recording is basically happening. So if we go to the EPG guide, which is very cool. Now, the EPG guide is going to give you channeling. It's going to let you know what's upcoming and whatnot. From within this EPG guide, you can also set up a program to be recorded later on. So if I want to record the news later on, I can go ahead and schedule that recording. The best feature that I really like is going to be multi-view. Multi-channel is going to allow you to watch up to 4 channels at the same time. Just think about game day. Just think about news, any type of situation that you want to have multiple channels at the same time. Now let's go ahead and test this. Now again, I am still using NordVPN in the background, so I'm going to choose 4 channels just because that's what I want to do. I really want to push this to the max, push this to the Supremo, and see how many channels we can get going. This is multi-view in action, and what I like about it is you have a couple options as well. So if you wanted to make one full screen, again, think game day or whatever, and you want to really see what's happening on that one quadrant of your screen in full glory, you could go ahead and do that. You can also pause a channel as well. So let's just go ahead and click on play pause. And you can see that I have my other 3 playing, but the one on the top left is paused. Let's go ahead and press play. And yes, you can see it started up just where it left off. So again, very awesome feature. And of course, if you wanted to, you can switch up the channel. So let's just say switch channel very quickly. And I'm just going to randomly stop on a section. Let's go ahead and see if anything's playing there. So you can see that it switched up the channel. So again, I am very impressed when it comes to the multi-view options on the SuperBox Supreme here. For your video on demand, there's a whole bunch of applications other than the one I just showed you. So if we go into this one, for example, and again, there's a lot of applications that you can find on the Supreme edition of the SuperBox. So just go in and really just play with all of these apps. Some have better quality than others. It's really what you feel most comfortable with. It's really what you think is the best for you and what offers you the best type of programming, guys. Now, I did mention earlier on that there is a program that's going to allow you to rewatch some channels that you might have missed because you're out doing life. Now, that's going to be the Playback feature. This is really great because it gives you about 7 days of programming, and it works for some channels. It's not going to work for all of the channels. They do add more constantly. But this is really great. Once again, think of game day. If you weren't able to watch every single game, you can now come back and watch the games at your own leisure. It's great as well as if you wanted to watch a program that you just weren't able to do. So if we go into a specific channel here, for example, and I'm just going to click on one show, click on play, and it's going to open that up. And once again, guys, this is going to be the full programming with commercials and all. And I think it's a great feature. Again, it's just a lifestyle feature if you ask me. It's something that I actually use on a daily basis here. If we take a look at 4K content at 60, without a hitch, this is playing everything very smoothly, as you can see. I want all of you to be happy with your purchase, and in order for that to happen, you need to understand a couple key things about the SuperBox family, just about any of these boxes in general. Number one, guys, this is not a gamer's box, so if you're looking to game on it, this is not going to be for you. Number two, if you're really trying to get Netflix or any of your paid applications, you truly are missing the point. I mean, this is going to give you everything that Netflix does, everything that Disney Plus does, anything that your cable company does without any monthly fees. So you're really going to be able to save a lot of coin. Another point that I want to mention to you guys as well is this is not going to be an audiophiles box. If you're looking for this to be your number one source for everything under the sun, this is not going to be for you. It's not going to pass through all of those high quality codecs. It's just going to pass through the basics. It's just going to pass through the ones that obviously they don't need a ton of licensing for. I mean, even Google's new Chromecast TV does not even support Dolby Atmos or True HD or any of those fancy codecs, so don't expect this box to do so either. Now, if you understand those key points and you understand that this is going to save you a ton of cash, you are going to be really happy with the SuperBox Supreme, especially come game day. You have all of your sports here, all of your movies, all of your TV. You'll be able to pause it, record it, set up quadrants to watch different channels at the same time. You're really going to be happy with this product if you understand its limitations and whatnot. But if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. I always appreciate you guys watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in another video.